You are listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson, episode 209. Hey there, you're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast. My name is Angela Henderson, and on this show, we talk about improving your business, life, or both by having amazing and rich conversations with brilliant guests who will inspire you and who will give you tips and tricks to help you grow both in life and in business. Well, hey there, you amazing human, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Ange, from Angela Henderson Consulting, where I'm an international award-winning business consultant and coach who has helped thousands of amazing women business owners to get all the pieces in place to have consistent 4- and 5-figure months and then on to 6- and 7+ figure years without burning out in the process. At time of recording this episode, it's a beautiful sunny morning here in Brisbane, Australia. And I'm simply smiling, knowing in just a few more days, I'll finally be reunited with family and friends. And by the time this episode actually drops, I should say, my family and I will have started the journey back to the USA. It's been 3 years, 3 very, very long years since my kids, Finley and Chloe, have seen my dad, and 7 years since they have seen their other Canadian family. In one sentence, I feel over the moon, but equally saddened that my kids have not had the ability to connect with their family due to fucking COVID. Fuck you, COVID. But I don't want to dwell on COVID because I want to focus on the positive. Reuniting with family and friends, to finally hug our family and friends, to finally be able to travel again. All flights are booked. All accommodation is booked, insurance is booked, visas are booked, Disneyland and Universal Studios booked. It's so damn close. The kids and I have created our list of restaurants we want to eat at, the In-N-Out Burger, Chick-fil-A, Cafe Rio. Chloe also wants to do this YouTube challenge she saw, and that when we're driving from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, we're only allowed to eat petrol station or gas station food. It's going to be funny. Chloe also wants to head to the American Girl store. Finley wants to play carnival games at Disney as he remembers this fond memory when he was there many years ago. And me? Well, I can't wait to hug my family and friends again, to look them in the eye, to laugh until my belly hurts. I simply can't tell you how excited we all are. As you can hear from my voice, there are tears. These are not tears of sadness. These are tears of happiness. Tears of happiness. It is such a gift to be able to know that we will be on that plane in just a few short days, knowing that our loved ones are on the other end. I mean, how special is that? But I often get asked, how can I take this time off with my family and still run a successful business? And I wanted to share with you a little bit behind the scenes as to what my team and I have created in order for this to happen and for my clients to continue to get the support that they need during this time. First things first, part of the reason why I created my business was to have the freedom to travel and create memories with my family. And so every year, specifically for the last 3 years in November or December, when I'm planning for the year ahead, I always book off holidays first. This year in particular, I've booked off 77 holiday days total, and this does not include Saturdays and Sundays. Now, you might be thinking, that's nice for you, Ange, but I can't do that. Let me just call a little bit of daily bullshit. You can do it if you choose to do it. You always have a choice. These days, these 77 days in particular are planned around all my programs so that my clients still get access to everything without missing out. In addition, as a business consultant, it is my job to role model that you can still have a successful business without the fucking hustle. So I schedule every school holidays off, and I encourage my clients to do the same. Plan time off, create memories, and know that you can still run a very, very successful business. You might be thinking, but how do your clients still have access to you in the programs? Easy. We arrange all of our group and one-on-one calls earlier or later in the month, depending on when the school holidays fall. As I plan my year ahead in November or December every year, in this instance, I will be running 3 live calls while I'm on holidays, as these were planned ahead. And I'm 100% okay with doing these calls because I can still take a holiday and still be committed to my clients. Remember, you get to choose how your business looks. And I hate when I hear other coaches say that you must be on holiday mode during holiday. Okay, be completely on holiday mode if you choose to, but if you don't choose to, rock and roll with that also. I know when our kids were little, we would all eat breakfast together. Then Dale, my ex, would take them to the hotel room and get them sunscreened and put their swimmers on. And I would work for an hour. We then would go out all day and do our little adventures. We would eat dinner. I'd help bathe the kids. And then they were in bed by 7. And then I'd sneak down to the lobby and work for another hour or so while they were in bed. You get to choose how you want your holiday to work. You get to choose how your business works. There is no wrong or right way. You get to do you. And now that I knew after my planning day, the 77 days that I'd be taking off, the next thing I do is I communicate with my team what the plans will need to be so that everyone is on the same page. The team and I have created tasks inside of ClickUp, and these will be the tasks that they will focus on while I'm away, so that everything continues to run smoothly. In addition, clients are reminded about what's going on via email, verbal, and inside our private Facebook groups. The thing here is communication is key. Communication with team, communication with clients. I believe you can never over-communicate. And lastly, there is a little bit of prep work on my end. Between now and the time that we leave, I will batch record 5 podcasts, I will write 5 newsletters, and I will also do 5 weeks of social media content. I will answer all emails, and I will meet with the team one last time before I fly. But by batching everything, I know that everything will continue to be consistent and to continue to work in my favor so that I can just focus on my family and friends, to be in the moment. Life is truly short. This could be the last time I see my dad. In fact, this could be the last time I see any of my friends and family, because you never know when our last day Earthside is going to be. I encourage you to take a look at where you can make time to connect with the people you love the most. What would it look like for your business? What would you need to do in order to make this happen? And then make it fucking happen. If you want to see my adventures over the next 3 weeks while we head to Disneyland, Las Vegas, and Idaho, I'd love for you to head over to Instagram and follow me there. My Instagram handle is Angela Henderson Consulting. And before I sign off, please remember that my team and I will be putting together the show notes for this episode at angelahenderson.com.au. Have a fabulous day, you amazing human, and I look forward to you joining me next week for another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. But for now, over and out while I make my way to the USA. Thanks for listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson. www.angelahenderson.com.au